So what I'm going to share with you today, since you've learned the basics of bead embroidery, we are going to add some different elements and components. This particular one has some cup chain couched down. Then we're going to go into the next one that has some tilas couched down and adding more texture to it. Okay. So now I'm adding different elements and accents to our bead embroidery. Since you've learned just the basics, we're going to add some cup chain, and it's the same kind of concept that we did to put our seed beads down. We do some couching. So see these little bands across here, the metal bands between the rhinestone cup chain? What we're going to do is we're just going to go over the top of it, and this is called couching. I'm not quite sure where the term couching came from. I think it's from way, way back when they used to do just not bead embroidery, but thread embroidery. So we're just going to go on one side here and then go over the top. And it can be a little awkward at first. See how it's kind of being awkward? But once you get down a few stitches, it'll hold it in place. Just make sure your thread doesn't go on top of the rhinestone, get caught on those little prongs, that it actually goes over the top of the band. Now in this too, you can actually push the cup chain so it's very close together, or you can spread it out as well. So that's another option. So we're just going to add our little couching stitches all the way around this rhinestone. Just hold it down, do some couching all the way around. See how it can be a little awkward at first there? But it sure gives it a nice bling. I like it a lot. And then once you get all the way around, you're going to need some needle nose some cutters. And you're just going to take and give it a little snip there. And complete going all the way couching. And then from that point there, after that's all completed, then you're going to add another row of seed beads here in order to just encase it and just make it really pop in there. So from that point there, we're going to go into making another way of adding some tilas. We're going to come out to the outside here, and we're going to add our tilas. Here it is. So we're going for this look right here. So what you're going to do on this one is you're going to pick up a seed bead, a tila, a seed bead, a tila, a seed bead, and tila. You're going to slide them all the way down to the end of your thread. I can't tell you how important that is to slide everything down so you can see where it's actually going to go. So at this point, you can string them all the way around, or you can stop at this point and just go down, and we're going to couch them. So I'm going to show you just how to couch them this way instead of just stringing them all the way around. So see how I've done a seed bead, tila, seed bead, tila, seed bead, tila. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to go over the thread, couching, between a seed bead and a tila. So couch here. Next one, couch here. There's one side of it. And I'd really recommend doing both sides. It just gives your work so much more stability, and it just tightens it so nicely. And then again, on the next one, whoops, excuse me, over the top and over the top. And then just come back a couple of beads, a tila seed bead or a seed bead tila, kind of wherever your thread, your needle and thread come. And you're going to run back through these And you want to follow the same pattern. So you're going to pick up a seed bead, because I need a seed bead here, a tila, a seed bead, a tila, a seed bead, a tila, on the same concept. So again, you're going to go down at the end of your tila. Make sure you lay your beads down so you see where you need to go. Then come up. On each side of your seed bead and couch them down. So you continue that process all the way around until you have a finished product that will look like this. So this step here, we've gone through all the way around the tila beads, putting 2 beads in the outer section. And I also want to give you guys a helpful hint. A lot of times your thread gets little curlicues like this. So if you just hold your thread up and kind of go like this, it just entangles it. It just gives it a straightener. And you do have to rethread your needle, but remember the little trick. Pull it down where you barely can see it between your finger. Take the needle to the thread and slide it in. Ta-da! Okay, so we've put all our little 2 beads on in between each tila bead. So now I'm going to go down through this, and then I'm going to come up, and we're going to couch between each one of these seed beads on the outer side of the seed bead. And you can do the inner side too if you want, but it's not necessary. And then move down to the next one. So I'm just going over the top, couching them down towards the tila beads on that side and this side. And then at any time, if you feel the need, you can come back up through any of these beads and take your needle and thread and go through them, and it'll just straighten them out even more so. I'm not afraid to use a lot of threads, so. And you're just going to go back down. So just continue that all the way around, and that completes this series here. So we've done this component here, and we've done the other components, which will all end up in the process of this that we're going to work on our next series of how to add all these components together and create something. With all the stitches that I'm sharing with you, you will be able to make a pendant necklace here. You'll be able to make a bracelet, and even as far as a collar.